Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Sephora's actual launch of their new and latest and greatest, I guess, Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation. Girl, couple of things. Packaging is really nice. It's glass, it's recyclable glass. They're definitely going more towards a cleaner environment aspect of it. Even with this foundation, they didn't even bring it in a box. So that's really, really nice. If you're someone that cares about supporting, moving the recycling system a little bit more forward, this might be a really good product to support. I am very happy that Sephora decided to create something as cool and something as conscious as this product. Now, this foundation in particular is $20. It is less than an ounce. It's actually 0.84 fluid ounces, which is not too bad because it's $20. To be quite honest with you, that's very affordable, and especially of how nice this performs. So you want to make sure you're shaking this really, really well.
You're shaking it really well. You know, this is Felipe. I thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and click the notification button to stay notified. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of over voice on top of it while he applies his foundation. You know, we've never tried anything like this eco-friendly, right? Have we? I think this is a brand new innovative thing, and it's very conscious, very mindful of what we're going through, like, you know, saving up the water, saving up the nature, and it's very nice. I want to say that I actually have tried certain products by Sephora collection only, and when it comes to Sephora collection, you've only tried, I think, only #1 lipstick, right?
Yeah, I have very limited selection of the Sephora collections.
Why would you say that has been?
To be honest with you, I know their quality isn't always there. So when I first got this foundation, I said to myself, is this really gonna be good? Like, I started questioning that. Because again, I really love, like, for example, even shade #1, it's such a beautiful, it's honestly my favorite matte red, but why? I don't like the formula.
Because is it blue undertone?
It looks almost like a pink bluish undertone. It's not purple and it's not quite blue.
And I think we did such a good research till today. You actually have several red lipsticks just because of that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And, you know, very quickly, which primer are you using today?
So today I prepped my skin with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Setting Prime. I also made sure to moisturize my skin adequately. Now, the reason why I didn't go in with something heavier was because this foundation is not that girl. This foundation is a tint. This is gonna be almost like a CC cream that builds almost to like a medium coverage. But I mean, as you can see here, it's just giving my skin luminosity. You know, it hydrates for up to 12 hours, which is really, really nice.
Would you recommend to apply this with a brush or the sponge?
Well, if you want fuller coverage, a sponge would kind of minimize that. So I would advise you like a brush like so.
It definitely absorbs more product, right?
Yeah, I'm stamping it in, kind of dragging it down, softening out the pores. And the cool thing about this foundation, on first impressions, using it, because I normally use it with a sponge, but today I wanted to bring more of the brush kind of concept. I really don't think this is streaky, and I really do like how just gently and soft this guy is working. For those of you guys wondering what this brush is, this is the Morphe E63. Definitely you can get this at Morphe.com, you can get this at Ulta, just different places where Morphe might be of selection. But I think this works really well with a sponge, and I think this works really, really well as well with a brush. Now, something keynote to say about this is that definitely has 50 shades, so there's something for everybody. And because of the finish, I think you can stretch out the shades. Typically, I grab the shades a little bit deeper and a little bit more warmer than my face, because on my face, I'm very neutral to cool, kind of reddish. And on my neck, I'm more, as you can see, a better match for the warmer tones. I prefer the warmer tones on my skin. I'm not the biggest fan of like super cool tones on foundations on my skin because I feel a little washed out.
And while you apply that, I just want to jump in and also add that And on the Sephora website says that this product is anti-pollution. It helps you with hydration for over 12 hours. How do you feel? Do you feel like it's hydrating?
It is very hydrating. It's very comfortable. It does not feel like you have anything on the skin. And keep in mind, on the skin currently I have 2 pumps. And as you can see here, this is just very natural, very radiant, very much so skin-like. I don't think this enhances your texture. I don't think it enhances the pores or the fine lines. If anything, I feel like it smooths it out a little bit, which I'm kind of happy about, because this is a product that, for example, someone who's just getting into makeup or someone who loves makeup but doesn't love heavy foundations, this is literally the product for you.
Honestly, while you continue applying that, it says the coverage is medium and the finish is very natural, which we can definitely see right now, because it honestly looks very natural. The formulation is more liquidy, so it's not in a bar, it's not a creamy consistency from what we can tell right now from the description on the website. It also says that it contains hyaluronic acid, red algae extract that hydrates your skin, brown algae extract that provides that anti-pollution. How do you feel about this product so far?
So I will say this, I definitely feel like when you use this product, be mindful that she is going to be a natural makeup day. I think this is a perfect product for someone who wears heavy makeup, for those days that you don't necessarily want to put a whole bunch of makeup on your skin and still look really fresh, really good. And for those people who don't wear makeup at all, this is amazing for those really glam days where you don't really have much on, but you feel like you have like the entire world on you. I feel like this is a really comfortable product for that. For $20, they have, again, 50 shades. It's really, really nice. I really do come to say and think that I really do enjoy it. I feel like this just, it looks good. Now, I've had hit and misses with this product within like using primers and going in with like the whole shebang on my skin. That's when it starts acting up, breaking up, stripping away from my face. So definitely, again, those moments are extremely frustrating for me because, girl.
How long have you been trying this product, and what made you decide whether you like it or not?
So definitely I've been trying it at least 7 times. I've used it on my skin at least 7 different times, 7 different applications, mostly with my sponges, definitely a couple with the brush. And what makes me really love it, it's the way it looks. I feel like if I were to introduce this foundation to myself when I first started doing makeup, I would have loved it. So this foundation actually reminds me a lot of the Perricone MD foundation. One of my favorite foundations because it has skin positive benefits as well as it's very natural on the skin. And I mean, I just kind of buffed it in and my skin just looks really nice.
It looks very hydrated and glowy. It does look very natural. You have a gorgeous skin. By the way, if you guys agree with this, leave us a comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel. Support us by sharing the video. Right, Amel? What
Absolutely.
do you think?
Please, girl, give it a thumbs up. We're working very hard. Binge watch. And yeah, I agree. The skin looks very luminous. Let me grab a powder to kind of soften things out.
What kind of powder are you looking for?
Let's do the... Which one? Whatever you want. Just grab one, I guess.
Let's go ahead and try for today. We could either do either or.
So, of course, we got our hands on the infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation in a powder. Now, you guys know, if you are new to this channel, that this has been crazy. Personally, I haven't made a review on this because I'm trying my best to...
You're still testing it out. And
yeah.
You know what? In all honesty, again, we put so much effort into making these videos. Just to find out this shade, it took us 3 weeks because it was sold
to find
out.
it, yeah, just to find it. Oh, girl.
Every Target, every Walmart, anywhere we can possibly think of.
I'm just enhancing. I normally use powder foundations to enhance certain areas. I don't like to use a powder foundation for powder, like foundation. Girl, I don't have the time for that.
So you're kind of like setting it up. What will be the difference for setting up and enhancing?
So, for example, if you are going, I'm just enhancing in the aspect, like, for example, I have a little bit of a deeper shade. The shade that I have here is Radiant Honey. And Radiant Honey, as you can see, just gives me a little bit of a natural glow. So what I'm doing is I'm using it almost like a contour, and I'm just going in the areas here, and then with the excess that I have left over of the powder, I'm bringing it into the areas and setting the product.
Now, if you're a guy, male, or just overall like male that uses products over your beard, mustache everywhere, would you recommend to put it on around it, or what would you say? Because a lot of the times we don't have these YouTube creators that can definitely give us those tips, and your skin is gorgeous in all honesty.
Thank you.
And we just want to have that tip.
Now, that's a very important question. I personally hate when, depending on the situation, sometimes when I get tested, like when we were out of, the current situation we're in, people would completely leave this area, without a product. And you could see the difference. So I think based off of proper judgment, definitely, kind of scramble it a little bit, don't go too crazy if you definitely have a lot of hair, be mindful. But I would say definitely get a little product in there just to make sure that everything is balanced out really, really well.
Your skin is looking gorgeous.
Thank you. It's all thanks to Sephora and Infallible. Now, again, I think, this is looking really nicely. I feel like even though we set it, it's still looking luminous and it's looking very radiant. I definitely think, again, it plays well with products like that. However, if you can see here on my nose, you can see here how the powder kind of picked up a little bit of the foundation and it starts to break up. You can start seeing my redness a little bit there. So, I don't normally have those issues with foundations that are more medium to full coverage. But again, we're not working with a foundation that's medium to full. We're working with something that's very natural. So I really do think that the purpose of this is to balance your skin and to give you a more even toned complexion. But I mean, overall, I think this is looking very effortless, very beautiful, and definitely for someone that doesn't have the time or just doesn't care to do all of the 20 steps to get your skin looking beautiful, or just doesn't want to do it all the time, something like this is a really, really lovely example.
Now tell me, we're talking about foundations, and today we're specifically focusing more on the Sephora collection. What are your favorite foundations? Like, tell me just 2 of the favorite foundations that come up to your mind, and why? Just 2.
Well, I will say this. 2 out of the foundations, when you said it, that came to my mind, they're expensive, but the Chanel one is so good. If you guys haven't seen that review, I will link it down below.
Why?
Because it just wears so beautifully. It has wonderful selection of tones. They definitely could be more inclusive and extend that a little bit longer and for more variation of undertones and pigments. I think that should be a given nowadays. However, I understand that Chanel definitely is a little bit more controlled within its customer, and they do like to service their customer. They're not like Sephora that says, okay, whether you're my customer or not, I want to invite you in.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate, but that's just the truth of the luxury brand. However, I will say that every single time I've tried the Chanel foundation, I fall in love with it over and over and over again, because it wears like this. It wears very naturally, but it also gives me the coverage. Another really good one is going to be the Natasha Denona. So good. Another really good one as well is the Mary Kay Time Wise 3D, which we've actually made a couple of videos on that one as well.
Yes.
Very nourishing to the skin, has a lot of really great benefits, anti-aging, SPF, girl, so many things, so good. But I mean, I feel like it just depends on the occasion and what you're targeting. I feel like this is a foundation for me to kind of just go out to Malibu and just like take a cute little picture here and a little picture there.
And if you ask me right here, right now, I'm gonna tell you that with the powder, it does look like very full coverage to me.
You think so?
I think so. I think you can build it up. Definitely looks gorgeous. It just enhances.
Do you feel like the powder changed the overall look of the foundation?
I don't think so. I think it just kind of like give it more enhancing your natural savage beauty. And I think we are enjoying it for it. If you like and agree with this, please leave us a comment down below or an emoji of hearts.
Yes, girl, an emoji of hearts. whatever color you like. Now, jumping over to the size up volume extra large mascara. Now, you guys know that personally, I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care what I'm doing. If I'm wearing makeup, I'm wearing lashes. However, you got good boobs, you need a good bra to support that, right? So my boobs are my lashes, like the false ones, but I need a good bra, and this is the good bra right here. This is such a good mascara, you guys. I honestly...
You tried it many times, huh?
I have tried it many times, and to be quite honest with you, the reason why I like it so much is because the bottom lashes are so well extended, which is typically the lash area that I don't wear a false lash to. And this is $12, you guys. This is literally Sephora branding, but at drugstore price. So really cool thing about this one in particular is that when you open it, you have a really strange brush. It almost looks like a hair brush, but it kind of like goes from like thick to thin to thick again.
And if you ask me, it does remind me a lot to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara.
That's true.
It almost looks as fuller. The other one I think is like larger and, you know, more dimensional, gives you different length. However, I think this is such a good... How much was this mascara?
$12.
Oh my goodness. And you know, one of the coolest things is that I think Sephora is bringing a lot of good makeup. They are finally understanding how important it is to have a, you know, a budget, or like makeup on a budget. What do you think?
You know, I agree, especially with the experience of this mascara and the experience of this foundation. I definitely think that they're stepping up the game. I think that they're becoming more of a reliable brand. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of following the store's brand, like for example, Walmart, which is great value, or
Ulta.
Target, or Ulta, or, you know, whichever other. I'm not the biggest fan of following those because typically that's where they like to cut corners and say it's the same thing, but it really isn't. And I feel like Sephora brand was that kind of vibe. However, I feel like with these experiences that I've been having, they've been really turning it around and really been giving me a different experience.
You know, one cool thing that I want to add on to this mascara, it does contain cellulose microspheres that add extra volume. This product is vegan, just so you know, and it's honestly really, really nice. It says here that it gives you a full length. It's ultra buildable, which we're gonna see right here, right now, because I know you already said that you love this mascara.
Now, of course, as you know, I'm recording this video, and of course I slam the mascara wand in my eye. It cannot miss. Every time I record a video, I slam the mascara into my lashes. I don't know if I'm just trying to get the best out of the mascara, but I got a Q-tip here. It's not a problem. I'll take care of it right now. All right, guys, so that is the first application there. Let me open my fan here so you can kind of pick up, you know, within the light, how that guy looks.
It does look very lengthening.
Compared to like this eye, there's like, again, it's a good bra for the boobs. And I definitely think that if I were to curl my lashes, I think it would enhance really well. But the reason why I want to do it like this is because I definitely want to see, for those girls and guys that have their lashes a little bit more drooped, if this is going to pick up a little bit more. And looking at it first impressions, I can definitely see that my lash on this eye just looks a little bit more
show us.
drooped.
Get a little bit closer, Milan. Those lashes are like, ooh.
I'm going in. They're a little bit more drooped. You can almost see like my eye just looks a little bit more sad, a little bit more depressed. And this one's like, okay, I had a couple of drinks and I'm ready to take a chance in life, right? So it's a good experience. I think that the actual mascara is so good. You can see here, I have like no lashes on the bottom here, and then you can like see how beautiful it drags down my lashes. You know, putting on an actual lash on top of this I think would really enhance and look really nicely. For $12, guys, very affordable. For $20, 50 Shades, such a good buy. I definitely think that, again, this is a product for an everyday natural wear. So please keep that in mind. I have not had the experience of this foundation breaking up sooner rather than later. However, I do have the experience of it getting a little bit oily. And with this, actually, I haven't had the experience of this drooping. going crazy, flaking. Now, I will say though, if you are in an environment that's a little bit more humid, you might run to the unfortunate circumstance that it might smudge. The reason why is because it's not waterproof. So definitely, it's a long-lasting mascara, but it's not waterproof. So with that said, you guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate Felipe being here with me. And girl, what do you think? Do you feel like it made a difference? Did it not? Like, what's the tea? What's going on? Does this foundation look good? Subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment down below. I will catch you on the next one. Bye!